Alzheimer disease, or the impairment of the memory in the human being. There are three hypotheses which are put forward by the researchers to which are the causative factors. Acetylcholine hypothesis. Acetylcholine is a chemical produced by the neurons in central nervous system which is responsible for neurotransmission from a group of neurons to another group of neurons in the central nervous system. So when there is deficiency of the acetylcholine in central nervous system, the activity of the neurons become sluggish, impaired, and if the factor is prolonged, there is sluggish and progressive failure of the function and the damage to the neurons leading to the death of the neurons. This is produced by the choline esterase enzyme. Second hypothesis is amyloid beta protein theory. Amyloid precursor beta protein is an essential factor for the health and repair system of the neurons. There are enzymes secretase beta and gamma which destroy this type of protein which is a useful one and compulsory one, that it is converted into a lethal protein, that is amyloid beta protein, which is deposited in the form of plaques around the surface of the neuron, that is extracellular deposition of the amyloid protein. Third factor is tau protein hypothesis. Tau protein is present inside the neurons, that is, it is a intracellular protein which is useful for the functions of the neuron in the mitochondria for production of the protein and the creation of the impulses and to forward them through the axon to the various parts of the central nervous system. It is degraded by the various factors, genetic factors, chemicals, environmental, mental, and other chronic diseases that produces disintegration of this useful protein, and that form the fibrils tangles. So there is obstruction in the conduction of the impulses generated in the neurons, which is to be forwarded through the axon to the various part of the central nervous system. So this is the pathogenesis by which the impulses are impaired, obstructed. There is disintegration of the neurons that leads to the final death of the neuron, that is fibrosis. The neurons, they are shriveled up, shrunken one due to the damage by the various factors producing the Alzheimer's disease. Now the symptoms of the Alzheimer's disease. This disease has been divided into three stages: minor, mild, moderate, and severe one. Or in simple form, mild, moderate, and severe one. Initially, there is lack of concentration, there is thinking, behavior, mood, character changes in the person suffering from the Alzheimer's disease at the initial stage. Then this disease is a insidious and progressive one that starts near about 60 years up to the 80 or 85 years according to lifespan of the patient. So there is difficulty in speaking power, writing power, then the various motor functions. I mean the gait of the patient is modified or there is obstruction. The various sensory sensations like taste, smell, hearing power is also decreased and declined. And finally, that is the severe stage. At this stage, there is obstruction in all the functions of the brain. There is psychological complexes, fatigue symptoms, illusions, delusions, hallucinations leading to coma and death of the patient. There is at the start of the severe stage or critical stage, there is loss of appetite, that is called anorexia, cachexia, loss of weight. Then there is palpitation, infection of the lung. There is incontinence of the urinary and fecal reflexes. So, this final stage lead to death of the patient.